Hello my friends, my name is WeeAddy and welcome at long last, I've been planning this for a long time, to the Pokémon Master Challenge. This is Pokémon Yellow to start us off with. For a quick rundown on what this is going to be a series of streams that will eventually be culminated into a video, maybe someday, eventually, I don't know, where I'm going to play through pretty much every game I can of the original Pokémon games. So with Gen 1, it'll be red, blue, yellow, and a little bit of green. And the goal is to do everything. I'm going to beat all the gyms, going to beat the Elite Four. I am going to complete a full Living Dex. And I am going to do all the side stuff as well. So we'll do Pikachu surfing, which does mean that we will also be playing and completing Pokémon Stadium. This is going to be a massive project. It's going to take me a long time to do. And I don't know how prepared I am for this because honestly, I'm not very. So, I don't really know what I'm going to do beyond that. So, let us just get stuck in, I guess. So, this is all being done on physical hardware. So, right now I am using a Game Boy as a controller. Playing this on a GameCube with the Game Boy Advance player, GBA player. So it is all real, and these will all be fresh save files as well. So I do have a save file here, which was my original Let's Play on my old channel from a long time ago. I have played a little bit of that playthrough, mostly for testing purposes, but we are not using that. We're doing this. There we go. We are doing this from scratch. So we're going to clear all the data. I have backed it up. So the goal of this challenge initially was just, I want to complete a Living Dex in the original generation, so I want to get all 151 Pokemon from Generation 1 in Generation 1 and transfer them up to Pokémon Home. And with physical hardware, you can't really do that until I got a Game Boy operator, not sponsored, and now I can convert my save files onto this, store them on my PC, and there is a way that you can put them onto the virtual console versions, and essentially you can then transfer up your Game Boy cartridge progress up to Pokemon Home. And I think that is sick as hell, and that's what spurred me on to do this. So I bought this months ago. I've had this plan since before I moved house, and I'm happy to finally be able to do this. And like, additionally, this also looks like emulator quality. This is on a GameCube. Like if I press these buttons, it will stretch the screen. Of course, I've had to do some GameCube modding, so I do have a Swiss homebrew on the GameCube, and through that, there is Game Boy interface with high fidelity, and so it looks like this, and the quality is just stunning. I can't believe how good this looks. But that's enough of the sort of introductions to all this. That is the basically short version of what this whole project is. I'm going to basically just, to summarize, play Pokemon Yellow, do everything, and then you can't complete the game. Like, you can't complete a Living Dex with just Pokemon Yellow. I'm going to be playing through Red, Blue, and Green at some stage, and getting a Living Dex. Now, my idea of a Living Dex is not going to let me have every single Pokemon in one save file, because I do want to play Pokemon Green. So I'm going to get Pokemon in Green that I can transfer up that will already be in my Pokédex registration, so that I don't need them to actually exist in the file. But by the end of it, all Pokemon will come from Generation 1. They'll all be save files that I've started on physical cartridges and traded up. I'm also thinking about setting this to set to make it like a proper challenge. Although in the anime, like, Ash does get the option of shift battles when he's playing against gym leaders. So I don't know. Maybe I'll change that back at some point. But for right now, we're putting on set. Starting a new save file, and speaking of Ash, like, I'm wearing the costume because I just happened to be at a costume party yesterday, so the costume was handy for me to get to. This wasn't the plan, I'm not going to be doing this every stream, but it is also the first episode, so it's kind of special. So, let us begin. Now, there is a couple of caveats. I'm like, okay, I'm going to make myself my name with my capital A and small initials for the small letters for the rest of the name. All the Pokemon, I believe, will have their names converted to that format when they're traded to Pokemon Home, except for Mr. Mime, I think, so I need to be wary of that. So I'll not be giving nicknames to any Pokemon. I will be giving Mr. Mime a nickname eventually, although I think it's trade only, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I might catch it in Generation 2, then trade it over, because then it still counts as being Generation 1, but I might still get the trades in here so that I can say that I did it all in the original games. I don't have a name for my rival. This is the one thing I didn't account for, but I think if I didn't call my rival my brother, then it wouldn't be right, because that's always been the case. There we go. Okay, so yeah, there's not really going to be anything like special or different about the playthrough itself. Like, this is just going to be a pretty standard, traditional, like, playthrough of the game. Kind of fair. But, I'm excited for that. Oh yeah, we need to get the potion out of the PC. Yes, give me that potion, please. I haven't played the Gen 1 games in quite some time, so hopefully things go smoothly. Bye, meme. I'm going on an adventure. So we'll be talking to pretty much most people and trying to do like every little thing that we can do. I do have stuff handy for me to keep track of like my Pokédex progress and stuff, but honestly I don't have them open right now. I didn't plan it super well for tonight, so oh well. Of course, we're starting off with Pikachu, and I'll be using Pikachu on the whole team. I do have a team planned out. It won't be anything special because yes, it will include Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise. I did think about doing something a little bit different, or like keeping them as their base forms, but I decided no. I've never played through Yellow, and I want to make Yellow my team that challenges all the stuff in Stadium as well. So we'll sort of be like stopping the playthrough of Yellow here and there to do different things in Stadium. I've made a rough idea of the plan I need to go with to be able to make this work. So hopefully this works out the way I've got it going on in here, but if not, well, we'll just improvise. Maybe we'll pick some other Pokemon to fight instead, but ideally Pikachu's going to be with me for the whole thing. I do have a Pikachu sitting here next to me. So, let us begin. We're going to try and take this Eevee, but Martin says no because Martin's a stinky. To be fair, like, this does work out pretty well because Martin really does like Eevee. Like, I think if he could choose a Pokemon to be a starter, he'd probably pick Eevee. Like, he gets all sorts of Eevee plushes, and I like my Pikachu, so we happen to fall into these categories perfectly. Not intentionally, but that is the way it be. And so, like, the purpose of the stream is less so to be like, oh, come watch the stream and have, like, something special happen. I don't have any specific commentary to add to what I'm doing. It's mostly I just want to document the live playthrough of this challenge, because otherwise I was happy to do it in my free time, but I was like, I could stream it, like, why not? So that's kind of the goal with why this is live and why this will be saved as a VOD, so it can be watched, the progress in full. But we don't need to do anything special for this first fight, just hit Thundershock a couple times. Oh, I remember, I was gonna check and see if I could get, like, oh, for fuck's sake, really? I might lose the first fight. I was gonna check and see if I got oh, critical back? Hit me with a Tail Whip, that could be bad. But another Thundershock should hopefully do the trick. Yes, another critical! Oh, it's off to a good start, boys and girls. Level 6 already. And I'm learning Tail Whip. So I've planned a team, I haven't planned what my moves are gonna be, so I'm just gonna figure that out as I go. But I did want to see what my ID number was gonna be, because I kind of wanted to get a good one, but I've already gone ahead and started, so maybe I'll not bother. We got our Pikachu, so let's see. Our ID is, oh, I don't know where my ID is. Huh. Do I see if it tells me? Nope. Does my Pokemon screen tell me? 29048. I don't know if I like that. But, whatever. I'm not really fussed on the ID. We're going to be getting a whole shit ton of IDs by the time I'm done, because I will be making full playthroughs of essentially 4 of the Gen 1 games, so it's going to be lengthy. I know that. Give me the map. Well, she won't fucking give it to me. Do I only get it after I give Oga's parcel? Is that what it is? Okay. Alright, and so I don't intend to do like wild encounter grinding unless I have to, which I might for the sake of doing some of the Pokemon Stadium stuff. I know that eventually in Pokemon Stadium we need to have teams of level 100, and I don't know how I'm going to do that because I don't really intend on using Missing No. But if I have to, then I have to, because if the grinding gets too ridiculous, then like maybe I'll not bother. I don't know. I don't really know what my plan is. All along, all I've really wanted to do was just get in and start playing, and I've had that as my goal for months. So we got a Rattata here. So I'll not be like battling the wild Pokemon unless I have to. So for right now, we will leave them be. As I say, I haven't really planned this out all that well. So if it turns out that like I end up needing to like get XP, or it turns out I've got too much XP by the time that I intend to play Stadium, oops. I'm just winging this, my guys. Caterpie has no poison, but Weedle does. Watch out for its poison sting. Oh boy. Thank you for the advice. I'll not be reading out like all the text boxes. Again, this isn't like a let's play. This is more of a documentation of as I say, the whole process of this challenge. So for the most part, like until we get into like later parts of the game, it won't really be any different than a normal playthrough, so just chill out, just unwind, just relax. Just go for some nostalgia, you know, and enjoy the Pokemon Yellowness. Another reason why I'm doing this is because when I was growing up, I didn't have Yellow, I didn't have Red, I didn't have Blue. I had Pokemon Silver, technically. So my brother and I, we had a black cartridge that was a Gold and Silver 2-in-1 cartridge. Obviously, it was like a hack or like a fake cartridge, so... But we didn't know that, we thought it was legit. So it was Gold and Silver on one cartridge, and it was a black cartridge, so it looked pretty unique and cool. We thought it was legit. And he played the Gold save file, I played the Silver save file, so that was the only time I had a save file that was my own. It was also the save file that I had on there that made me, like, I don't know, because the save files constantly got corrupted because they were fake cartridges, so the save files always got deleted. And I think, as far as I remember, my starter was a Feraligatr, but I also had a Pidgeot that I really liked, and I basically treated that like my starter. I don't know why I liked it so much, but ever since then I've had a big fondness for Pidgeot. And it was also on that silver game that I found my first ever shiny, which was a Mareep. I found it to the right of the Ruins of Alpha. I don't know what route that is, but just south of Violet City, I think it is the first gym. It was in that area somewhere. I didn't know what it was. I just saw the sparkly pink, and I was like, ooh, that's cool. And then I ran away. Because I didn't know what it was, didn't know it was special, so I ran away. And so ever since then, I have reclaimed Mareep in different games. I would love to reclaim Mareep in Silver itself, or in Crystal whenever we get to play that. We will be playing, like, essentially the best versions of all these games through this challenge, so right now, the goal is just Gen 1, and then I'll move on to Gen 2 when I feel ready for it. And yeah, like, Yellow's gonna be my main playthrough, because it's the most up-to-date version, and then it'll be Crystal, then it'll be Emerald, then it'll be Platinum, etc, etc, etc. I don't know how far I'm gonna go with this, especially with Pokemon Bank closing in, not April, like, Nintendo online servers are closing in April, but Bank might not. But we don't know when Bank will close. They're just like, oh, make sure you transfer everything. So I need to blast through this playthrough. So eventually I might end up doing stuff off stream. I don't know what my goal is, honestly. But I'm gonna document the process as much as I can. Another Rattata, level 2. We got a good bit of luck with finding that level 4 one. But we are going to be catching everything, so I'm going to try and use the things I catch on my team, like sort of swap them out until I get my Pokemon of choice. But at the same time, I don't know how much I'm going to do that, because some of those Pokemon I'll be catching, like, later on, I'll probably be finding their evolutions, and I'd rather catch them than, you know, train them up and have to catch the pre-evolved forms again, so I don't know. Additionally, although I know I don't have to, I will be trying to catch everything in Pokeballs. When you transfer them up to Pokemon Home, they all get put in Pokeballs anyway, so I could glitch out Master Balls and put them infinite. I'm just choosing not to. I want this to be as an authentic experience for me as I can. There will be exploits eventually, later down the line. You know, eventually we do have to get Mew, and there is a way to get Mew that is legitimately able to be traded up to Home. You kind of have to do, like, a whole bunch of exploits. I'm going to have to look up a tutorial on how to do it. But you're going to be essentially turning Mew into a event Mew. So we will be doing that. I don't know when. I'm also going to save, because I'm pretty sure I battle Martin soon. I know it's like through the grass first. But maybe I should actually start catching some Pokemon. I don't know. But we do have our first team member in this patch of grass. Ah, if it was the Pokemon exactly, that would have been pretty nifty. Alright, well, anyway, let's catch us a Rattata. Whenever I'm usually playing these games, I usually go on my way to catch like the highest level version of the Pokemon in the wild that I can, but I'll just catch whatever I come across. So let's use our Pokeballs. I might put those up top. I'm glad you can do it from this menu. I'm gonna try and keep my menus organized so that this is a wee bit easier. Caught our first Pokemon with Rattata. No nickname. That's not who we're looking for. I should probably bring up a Serebii page so I know what I'm looking for in each of these routes, because I did have a whole bunch of things ready, like different web pages open for planning purposes, but I just forgot to open them before going live, so I don't have them handy. So I might have to do that. There's our first team member, Nidoran Meal. Whenever I first, so like I have a couple Pokemon that are like I'm really fond of because of playing Pokémon Stadium a whole bunch, and Nidoran is one of those ones. I really liked Nidoking for some reason. I think Nidoking is a bit basic, like a lot of people use Nidoking in Gen 1, so I kind of didn't want to use him, but at the same time I think, okay, if I was playing this as my childhood self, what would my team be? And I would have picked Nidoran. I would have picked a Nidoking, so that's what I'm going with, is to sort of honor the childhood I didn't get to finish. So what I was saying there earlier with like jumping into Pokemon Silver and like the different save files, etc. My brother had Pokemon Red and Pokemon Yellow and Pokemon Gold, like the physical cartridges for all three. Then we had the 2-in-1 carts. So that was the only save file I got, was that fake Silver. So beyond that, I didn't have my own Pokemon games. Until Ruby. So Ruby is my first generation. That's the one that I consider my own, even though I've played and had Silver save files. That is the one I consider my region, my starting region. I was just checking to see if there's maybe some other Pokemon. There probably is. I might backtrack here once I actually have my Serebii guides up to know what is catchable here. Let's have a wee look. Can I move their moves about? I don't think I can until I'm in the battle screen. Alright guys, nature guesses. Let's see what nature we got here. We got Leer nature. Alright. Good stuff. Isn't there an item up here? I think. Nope. I don't want to go too far. I don't want to battle Martin just yet. I want to see if there's more things I can catch. I feel like Nidoran female is in this grass, but that might have been red or blue. That they have like both of them in the grass. Apparently there's no Pidgey here. I'm pretty sure Mankey's in this grass too, maybe? Oh no, I'll bring up Serebii because I should probably have some sort of guide. Oh wow, Serebii, you are missing things whenever I'm not fully screwed in. Where is Poke Earth? Where is Poke Earth? Oh my god. That side? No. I have no idea. Usually, okay, let me just go full screen for a second. There. Poke Earth. Kanto. There. And then we switch that to Gen 1. Alright, so in this route, yeah. Nidoran is the most common, and then Rattata. Rattata's 10% and we keep finding it? What the fuck? So we can have Nidoran female, 25%, Mankey 20%, and then Spearow 10%. But instead we just keep on finding Nidoran male and Rattata. That is wild. There's something different. Spearow, also 10%. Why is Spearow? Spearow can be maxed out at level 6, damn. And I find it level 2. Damn, I thought the low level would do the trick. I don't really want to try and weaken it with Thundershock, because it'll just die. But I really don't have Pokeballs to waste. Okay, good. Nice, nice, nice. See if we can't find another one for the Dex here. Mankey. He might be good to keep on the team for a while. Oh, we do have Brock coming up, so that could help actually big time. It'll be a while before we get the other team members, because obviously, as I say, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Charmander, we will be putting those on the team, so Mankey could be a good temporary team member. Might help us out in Pokemon Stadium whenever we get there. First ball, nice. So I think I just need Nidoran female, and then I'm done here. And I gotta go back to Route 1 for Pidgey. Where's the female? Guys at a convention be like, where's the female? They don't exist. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay, I pulled up my little Excel sheet that my good friend Matthew basically made entirely for me. Another Spearow. So I have a little spreadsheet that I won't be showing it on stream, but essentially has the whole Pokedex, and I am going to be marking things off as we catch them, just to make this thing a bit easier, because as you can see in Gen 1, they don't have a little Pokeball symbol to show that you've caught the Pokemon in front of you, so this might just make things a bit easier for us long term. So let's see, so we don't have Pidgey, we do have Rattata, Pikachu, Nidoran male, Spearow, and Mankey's a wee bit further up. There it is there. There's Nidoran female. She is level 2. Damn it, come on. I'm not using... I should probably have a wee guide up handy as well so I can tell which moves are physical and special in this generation. Ah, I'm running out of balls. And now my real Pokemon, Sybil, is looking at me. What's up, girl? You want out? You want out? I've got one left. Right, let's switch. Hello. Oh, Nate, hello. How do you do? Let's hopefully not take this thing out. You want out? Okay, critical hit, didn't take it out, that's good at least. Sybil has sprinted through the kitchen looking for out. Last Pokeball. There we go, nice. Alright, we've caught everything in this area. The only thing we're missing now so far for what we can catch is Pidgey. But I'm going to quickly go back, go to the Pokemon Center, heal up, maybe grab another Pokeball or two, and then we'll take on my brother. But before that, I need to quickly take a small break to let my dog out, because otherwise she might piss in my kitchen. So, Focorinos, BRB. Is this a special play mode like Nuzlocke or just a standard run? So it is not a challenge in the traditional sense of like there is like a greater difficulty overall. Did she just ask me like, do I want to heal or cancel? What the fuck? So there's nothing specific that is like I need to do in this parameter. The challenge is more so everything that I'm going to be doing long term. So I've put a good description of it in the actual video / stream description. But essentially the idea is it is just a standard playthrough, but I am going to be completing a Living Dex for the whole generation of, you know, Kanto, Generation 1. I'm also going to be doing all the side content, so I will be doing Pokémon Stadium in full. So it's going to be a bit more than just your standard Pokemon Yellow playthrough. I will be playing through, whether it's on stream or not, I will be playing through Red, Blue, and Green to get the additional Pokemon I need. Yellow will be used to challenge Pokemon Stadium and complete that as best as I can. And that's essentially what the long-term goal is to do everything in Generation 1, essentially. And then the Pokemon that I have used on this journey will be transferred up to Generation 9 and Pokémon Home. So yeah, it's all on official hardware. So all of this is possible, all of it will be transferred up. I will get to retain this progress, and there's my dog, so let me BRB again. I am back. Okay. So yeah, essentially that's the overall goal. And like, oh, sorry, I'm bumping the mic. This was, I mentioned it earlier in the stream, but just to sort of reiterate, this was spurred on because, excuse me, trying to get in a comfy position again. And let me get my webcam back on. As we all had seen it, there we are, there I am. This was all spurred on because I got a Gameboy operator, which allows me to transfer my save files from the physical cartridges to the PC, and then through other people's amazing work, you can transfer those save files into the Virtual Console versions on the 3DS, which means you can transfer them up to the current generation. So that means you can actually play the physical cartridges, and they're not locked there. And that is incredible. Like, child me would have lost my damn mind knowing that Generation 1 and 2 were not locked to the cartridges anymore. So it is that mixed with the fact that as a kid, I didn't actually get to play through these games properly. And like, obviously I've played through them since I've grown up, but I also didn't get to experience like the full experience that most kids did. So like, I didn't go through Pokemon Stadium and use my team. I didn't get the Surfing Pikachu. So I want to do that. I want to be able to finally go through and do all that. And I'm going to do it by getting a Living Dex. And that was the main goal, was just get the Living Dex, get all 151 Pokemon and transfer them up to the current generation. All from Kanto, all from Generation 1 Kanto, because I thought that would be extra sick. Because they always remember like what region they come from. And then they have the little Game Boy symbol on as if they come from this region, from the Virtual Console. So because I can do this all on the physical cartridge and then transfer it over to 3DS, I was like, that is the sickest progress of stuff I want to do. So that was why I wanted to do this, and that's why it's a challenge, because it is a lot of work. Pokemon Stadium alone is going to probably take up most of the stream time, if I'm honest. I don't know why I'm looking in the grass. I've already got everything here. The fact that everything gets lost when battery die always sucked. Yes, and that is another great thing about the Game Boy operator. So I replaced the batteries of all the games I'm going to be playing, other than Stadium, because I don't know what way that saves, but if it has a battery, I can replace that too. I replaced Yellow, I replaced Red, Blue, Green, I replaced Gold, Silver, Crystal, I replaced every battery for all these games when I moved in back in April. Actually, I think I did that, no, yeah, I did it at the start of April before I moved in. Oh, shit, I was getting ready to save, oh well. And so they're all prepped and ready to go to do this project, and so I'll be fine without losing, I'll not be losing my progress. And even if I do, like, at the end of every stream, I intend to back up my save using the Game Boy operator. That could be seen as diminishing the challenge a little bit, but at the same time, I'm going to be transferring my saves at the end anyway by, you know, backing it up. So I'm going to back it up just in case, because with these old games, they're very delicate. Like, you just so much as tap it and it dies, and then somehow you end up corrupting your save. by putting it into the N64 transfer pack, you can end up fucking it up. So I'm going to be backing it up at the end of every stream, essentially, just as a precaution. So that don't bother me. Anyway, we're going against our first rival battle here outside of Professor Oak's lab. He's already got a level 9 Spearow. I've still only got a level 6 Pikachu. I do have my other team members in the back, but really I'm not going to be using them properly. I might train up Mankey, because as I say, that could be useful against Brock, and then also we might use him in Pokemon Stadium. There is Eevee. I'm going to hit him with a Growl. No point using Tail Whip, because electricity is not going to be a physical move. As far as I know, it's not physical. Is that another? Fucking hell, Eevee! That was even with a Growl. Okay, I think another Growl should mean that it only does like 6 damage. Oh, Sand Attack, okay. I'm gonna keep Growling him. And he's gonna keep Sand Attacking me, okay. Let's try Thunder Shock. Nope. Do not reduce my defense, that'll undo all my Groyles. Alright, okay. Please stop. I'm just gonna try a Thunder Shock. Okay, that does nothing. Alright, Pikachu's done. Well, let's try the Mankey. Does he have any fighting type moves at the minute? What an awful back sprite. Okay, he's only got Scratch and Leer. That's a critical? Oh, God. Alright, let's see if I can spam him with some Leer. Then maybe I'll do some switching. That was seizure-inducing. I'm sorry if you're sensitive to lights, folks. This is original Gen 1. Like, I'm pretty sure the Virtual Console versions have, like, some of the attack animations toned down a bit so they aren't as aggressive on the eyes. But this is the cartridge, so it is the original versions of these attacks. I should probably swap out. I wish I could see the attacks that these guys have, I think. Can I? Yeah, I can. Okay. Oh yeah, Nidoran's gonna be on my team, so I can train him up as well. What about you? What do you got? You got Growl. Okay, well that's not super helpful. You probably have Sand Attack. You've got Growl as well. Rattata? Tail Whip. Okay, Tail Whip can work. So I'm gonna switch into Nidoran Female and hopefully take a hit to get me knocked out. So I'm not going to be trading up Nidoran Female. Wow, that didn't do as much as I thought. It did so much more in Pikachu. I know Pikachu has bad defense. Oh, did I get a really bad Pikachu? No, all Pikachus are precious little gems. Okay, Nidoran done. I mostly switched so that my Mankey wasn't, like, blind as hell from Sand Attack. Okay, I think Rattata had Tail Whip. I don't think I've ever seen the Rattata back sprite because I've never used a Rattata. What the fuck? I was like, looking at his tail thinking that's so thin. Oh, all my Groyles are... Okay, he's lowest on defense as he could be. Oh, come on. Did I even get hit by a Sand Attack when on Rattata? Okay, but this is a great opportunity for Mankey to swoop in. Oh, never mind. Mankey can't swoop shit. Alright, Nidoran, it's all down to you, because I don't think Spearow's gonna do anything. Oh, come on, you're not Sand Attacked, what's going on? I know Gen 1, despite, like, moves having 100% accuracy can still miss. I cannot believe you're leaving with that much HP. There we go. Okay, Nidoran. Jumped to level 7, damn. I just lucked out. I don't know. I just spammed you with every status affliction I could give you. That Eevee was fucking difficult. It's a hell of a jump. Like, there's no trainers on Route 1. I don't know if I'm supposed to go and do, like, Radiant Forest first or what, but there we go. So Nidoran is now higher than our Pikachu after one battle. that mostly Mankey did the work towards. Alright, well, let's go heal up. Yeah, honestly, clutched it. Spearow wouldn't have been able to do anything being level 2 unless it had tail whipped me or something, but that was good. That's the kind of experiences I'm hoping to have by playing this. I'll try and, like, resist using items where possible as well. Like, in battle. Because I want to make this, like, battles are contained. So I guess I'm doing, like, a couple of self-inflicted challenges to myself. I had to go to bed because I have work tomorrow, but I woke up and saw you were streaming when I checked. It was midnight, so I had to say hi real quick. If I can't fall back to sleep, I'll watch. Brisk, go to sleep. This is going to be, like, unlike the Sonic playthroughs, I'm going to be putting this one directly up as a VOD, so you can watch it when you wake up, or you can never watch it. It's up to you. But you go to sleep and have a proper day's work, like a normal person. I did end up streaming, like, much later than intended, and I'm sorry for that. It essentially just came down to the fact that, like, my friend asked me to play Rocket League, and I'd forgot that he asked me that tonight. He asked me yesterday when we were at the Halloween party, and I'd said yes. And he said that he was going to come on at 10 PM my time, which at 9 PM I was like, oh shit, that means I have no time. I didn't do any of the housework I said I was going to do. I just didn't do anything. I just played Rocket League with him for a while, so I do apologize. But I was like, no, I said I was going to stream, so I'm going to stream. And yes, and so I went live at, like, I didn't even go live at 3:30. In my head, I started going live at 3:30. I think that was me, like, getting everything put together. But I hope you enjoy sort of what I've done here. So, like, I have layouts. I'll show you, actually. I was going to keep these all, like, contained, but I will show you what we've got here. So, for Generation 1, I have layouts for every game that I made. So, we've got this one for Pokemon Yellow. We got this one for Pokemon Red. Because we will be playing through the other games. Again, I don't know if they'll be on stream, but in case I do stream them, they'll be on here. This one for Pokemon Blue. And this one for Pokemon Green. Let's go back to Yellow. And then, when we are moving over to Pokemon Stadium, it's going to look a bit weird because it's not set up for this. But this is what the layout will look like when Stadium is running. But for right now, this is our scene right here. Also, I am using something that is recording the gameplay on its own, not the whole stream. So, the stream might die at times because it is a... It's a plugin for OBS, and it can be a bit temperamental. So if the stream dies, it's my plugin playing up, but I should be back. But it's just because I can, with that plugin, I can record the whole gameplay footage without any of these borders, which personally I don't like borders, but I felt with the amount of empty space there was going to be, I didn't want my webcam being different sizes between the different playthroughs. So this is the nicest compromise I can think of. And also I kind of like the way this looks down here. I didn't want to put, like, extra information on it and be like, here's our Pokédex and all this crap, because over time that just gets really bloated and I can't be bothered micromanaging that shit, so yeah. That is it. But yeah, that's something that, like, took up my time, was trying to make these backgrounds and stuff, and I'm actually quite fond of how they came out. Got our catch tutorial, which is usually how we trigger Missing No, but I believe Missing No is not, like, something I can trigger willingly in this game. I know there's, like, other ways to get the glitches working and stuff, but I don't know how to do them, and we probably won't be. I think the only thing we're going to be doing, really, is exploiting, like a whole bunch of shit in Pokemon Red once we're done with that to get the official Mew. I say official, like, we're still cheating it in, but we're cheating it in without a cheating device, and it's the only one that we can trade up to Pokemon Home, so that's the one that we're going for. But I'll be doing that right at the end. I will not be getting Mew until, like, after I beat Stadium, because it's a special Pokemon. And that's the way it's supposed to be. Wait, is there even anything more in this grass? I need to keep Poke Earth up handy. So I'm on Viridian City, then Route 2. So here we can have... Okay, yeah, I need to get Pidgey. Oh, thank you. Also, because I like doing stupid shit, I will be going for the Pidgeotto in the forest. Except I only have 5 Pokeballs. I'll be fine. I'm gonna try a Thunder Shock. I think it's gonna KO it. I really like Pidgey's sprite. If Pikachu didn't get a critical hit, then maybe it wouldn't have died. Okay, well. I might just have to toss a Pokeball next time. Level 5. Ooh! This is the one that I usually try to find. Okay, this one can take a Thunder Shock without dying. Right? Holy shit. Alright. Yeah, Pikachu's very... Like, I know Pikachu is weak, but, like, I think my Pikachu is very weak on defense. CTX hits badly. Okay, we got Pidgey. I'll add that to my Pokedex. No nickname, transferred to someone's PC. Okay. Right. Let me quickly buy some more Pokeballs, because we got some more money from battling my brother, so 450. Actually, that's literally no money at all. Okay, let's just go. We've 4 Pokeballs to try and get the Pidgeotto. I might not have anything to do it anyway. Oh. So I got up to get something for my heartburn, probably why I woke up, but now I am even more awake, probably would just end up watching. I went to sleep a little early, so I think I'll be fine. I might not have anything to do anyway. Work has been... CSPS. Oh, well, fair enough. If you can go back to sleep, then do. I encourage it. Because as someone who actively tries to avoid sleep, it's not fun. I don't like that I do that, but I also seem to have a problem with stopping myself. Okay. Let's see, how's our team looking? So I should probably try and get Mankey built up a little bit. I'll wait at the minute because I'll probably go and catch some Pokemon here first. Let's see, Poke Earth. We are in Viridian Forest. Here we can find Caterpie, Metapod, and Pidgeotto. There's a lot of Pokemon that we lose out by playing yellow version. But that's fine, we'll be collecting those in... Oh shit, okay, I didn't think there was a trainer in this patch of grass. Sleep sucks, hell yeah. Last with a Nidoran female, level 6, what the hell? Okay. Okay, maybe Pikachu's defense isn't so bad. But like against like a level 5 Pidgey, it took a whole lot more against a Gust. But it's only taken 4 damage from a level 6 Nidoran. Unless Pidgey's just got really good physical attack. Maybe I should, okay, maybe I should turn Switch Battles back on just so I can gain XP better. Because if I leave it this way, like yes, it is more challenging, but at the same time, if I want to just quickly switch into, like, Mankey or whatever and build the XP, then it would be better. I don't know. I think we'll leave it this way for now. Hello, my guy. Hello, Dark Flare. I think to take, so all I can do is drink milk and water. Oh, man. Hopefully it calms down. I never understood what heartburn was until I got a bit older. Like, my dad always got heartburn, and then I've noticed that, like, as I've gotten older, sometimes eating sweets or chocolate can cause me heartburn. Level 6. That's the highest level we can find. Damn! Oh, but if I catch this, I'm gonna have less Pokeballs for Pidgeotto. Shit. Let's go for it. Nice. Okay, Pikachu got out of that one just about there. Okay, let's see. Maybe we can get lucky and get some items in here that we can sell. Let's switch over to Nidoran. I don't really want to use my potions unless I really have to. I held right to... Oh, Metapod! Level 4 Metapod. Which is the lowest level we can find. Cool. I like getting Pokemon that are lower level than what they actually are to evolve into. In Pokemon Red and later gens and... changes that made me have like running shoes. Yeah. I do like, what the fuck? You, Nidoran, what's your accuracy? Damn. That Harden did nothing. I know a critical hit bypasses, like, stat changes, but still. Dude, stop missing tackle! Oh, wow. He heard me say that Harden wasn't doing shit. Get back to sleep, I'll just sit up, wait for it to go away. So what's with this Pokemon challenge? So, I have gone over it twice, once while no one was here and once while people have been here. I will go into it a wee bit. Oh, fuck, no, come on. I'll go into it a bit more. I'll explain it again, but it is in the description, sort of what the plan is. But the summary is essentially, I'm going to be playing through Generation 1 in its entirety, and that includes Pokémon Stadium, and getting a Living Dex and doing every other side bit of content that I can possibly do. So, got to complete the games, essentially, of Yellow and Stadium. It's essentially, my Master Challenge is to, like, do everything that I can. Everything that I deem as completing the game. Which, in general, is just going to be difficult because of how long the whole process is going to take. Stadium is a long process. It's all being done on physical hardware, so it is a real Game Boy cartridge that I am playing. I can do this with it because I'm playing it on a Game Boy player. I'm also using a Game Boy Advance SP as a controller to play it, as you can see here. And yeah, so like by the end of the challenge, I intend to trade up all these Pokemon from their respective regions. So I wanted to, it was all spurred on by having a Game Boy operator, which allows me to back up my saves. So it meant that I could save the games of Pokemon Yellow, Red, Blue, whatever, and transfer those Pokemon into my saves in the Virtual Console by saving the cartridge onto my PC, and then transferring that file onto Virtual Console through a modded 3DS, and then eventually I can transfer those up to Pokemon Home using Pokemon Bank. And I thought that was sick as hell. So that is what the challenge is. Well, that's what spurred it on, was the idea that I wanted a Living Dex that came from the oldest point in time. So all Generation 1 Pokemon came from the earliest Kanto they could come from. I didn't want to do Fire Red, I wanted to do Yellow. And so yeah, I'll be playing through this as much as I possibly can. I'll be switching over to Red, Blue, and Green whenever I need to. And they're all fresh save files. I deleted the save file of this at the start of the stream. I'll be doing that the same with every game that I'll be playing. So yeah, that's essentially what the challenge is. It's not really a challenge per se, it's just documenting like a big playthrough that I wanted to do, but it's a big playthrough I wanted to do nonetheless. I was going to check out more Pokeballs. Do I have money now? 545. That is enough for, what, 2 Pokeballs? I do. I bought, I got green years ago from eBay. It was pretty cheap. But recently, another thing that helped spread this on was, I ended up getting suckered in. I say suckered in because they annoyed me a little bit, but I got suckered into using a website that lets me buy from Japan, like Yahoo Japan, and it's Buy. I bought some stuff from like Amazon Japan through them, which I liked, but they took months to arrive. So then I bought some Pokemon games, and that's also what helped. I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy. I didn't need to, but I just sort of got the urge to buy like Red, Blue, and Yellow from Japan, as well as Gold and Silver and Crystal from Japan. And then I just went off on a fucking like absolute. I just went on a mental binge of like buying Pokemon games. I ended up buying like 4 Japanese copies of Ruby, 2 Japanese copies of Sapphire, and a Japanese Emerald as well. I'm just like, I don't need these, and Fire Red and Leaf Green as well. I'm like, I don't need these, but I like having these additional copies, and they were cheaper than buying like English copies until like shipping costs came into effect, which were very hard to find because Buy charged you for the shipping cost of the auction to their warehouse and then also from their warehouse to you. So you essentially paid shipping twice, and I really didn't fucking like that. That really seemed a bit underhanded, and they didn't make that clear at all. The shipping price from the auction was not clear at all. So all these games I thought I was getting for like £2 was more like 6 or 7 or something, like much higher than I probably would have liked to play. Eventually, like, these are still better prices than paying for like secondhand copies of these games in English, but I didn't like how sort of underhanded that was. So I've not bought from them again since, but I now have a lot of Japanese copies of Pokemon games. I now have every single Game Boy game in Japanese, which I already had green from the start, but now I've got the rest of them. So I'll not be playing the other Japanese games for this challenge. I just wanted to buy them for the sake of buying them. But I do have green there. I might be playing Japanese Crystal at some stage because there is exclusive stuff in there. But ultimately, you can transfer your save to the Virtual Console, get the Celebi event, and then transfer it back to the cartridge. So I'll probably just do it that way rather than play Japan. Because ultimately, I don't speak Japanese. I can beat these games because I've played them to death. So, like, I don't need to know what's being said. But obviously, the whole experience is easier whenever I know what fucking moves I'm reading. So, you know, we'll be playing the English versions exclusively until we need to play Japanese copies. But yeah, that was just a little bit of fun. a little bit of something that I ended up doing and picking up. But yes, I've had yellow for quite some time. I think you did mention it a while ago through a stream, but I don't remember because I'm kind of slow. I've been mentioning it in videos and streams for a while, since before I moved, so it has been like over half a year. Because I've had this idea for a long time and just not been in the right place to start making it. There was a lot of planning that had to go into it. And even still, like, there's stuff I haven't planned out properly. One of the best video games of all time. Yes, indeedy. And would you believe... Oh, yeah, there's a trainer battle. Whoops, sorry. I don't know why I'm apologizing to Pixels. It is a pretty good video game. I have only made, like, a complete playthrough of Yellow maybe, like, twice. Maybe once on Virtual Console, maybe once on actual cartridge. You know, because I did buy the cartridge later in life from somebody that I knew on Xbox 360 back in the day, who just happened to live, like, in Belfast or something, so it was pretty handy. He still posted it to me. I wasn't meeting the person, I was like 15 at the time, so meeting people was out of the question. But they posted it to me. It was a fucking steal. I can't believe they sold them to me. But they sold me red, blue, yellow, and gold for £5 each. I got the whole set for 20 quid. Very thankful for that. But, oh, what a steal. What a steal. English copies of any Pokemon game is outrageously expensive. I got Pokemon Red for 45 bucks. I don't think that's that bad, but I don't really know. Yeah, I think in general, like, the resale market for them in America is a lot worse than the UK. But even in the UK, like, you run into CEX, and they have, like, they have Pokemon games that are more expensive than buying a Nintendo 64 console. And it's like, who the fuck is buying this? Nobody would be buying this. It's ridiculous. And, like, I feel like I got super lucky with all mine, because I never owned any of those original cartridges. I owned Ruby onwards. So I had to buy them all separately. So that was me getting red, blue, yellow, and gold. So Gen 1 done. And then silver I found at a car boot sale, which you guys might call flea markets. You know, people just opening their trunks of their cars or their boots of their cars and selling things out of them. That's where I found silver. And I found it, and I was like, okay, this could be a fake copy. It might not save. Let's see what happens. Bought it. It was a real copy. It didn't save. Then my brother told me, oh, that just means you need to replace the battery. So we put a battery in it, and then it worked. So I got silver. I paid a tenner for that. I didn't really want to pay £10 for that one cartridge, but honestly, looking back, like, £10 was a fucking steal. So happy with that. And then Crystal, I got really lucky because my cousin had Crystal already. He had that growing up. And he just doesn't play Pokemon anymore. And so I just asked him, like, can I have this? Like, you're never playing this. You're probably never going to play this. Do you mind if I just have it? And he said yes. So I got Crystal from my cousin. And that's how I got the original cartridges. And so yeah, I've been very fortunate with being able to, like, acquire the original Game Boy, like, lineup. And I do not take that for granted at all. I do not intend to, like, resell them. I was able to give them a clean, like, whenever I was, like, replacing the batteries and stuff, and now they look really good. Like, red is a wee bit worn out on the label, but it's okay. Let's switch. Let's switch Mankey out. Try and get some levels for him. Mankey's not going to be on the ending team, but I might as well boost him up. Gonna need him for Brock. Oh, boy. Metapod. Oh, fuck. This is going to be agonizing. I could switch into Pikachu because the special will nullify all the Harden, at least. But Mankey's not going to do enough damage here. And if I just fight him with Leer, then we're just going to be back and forthing on defense. Yeah, I'm just going to switch to Pikachu. This is not worth the time investment. One of my friends, IRL, moved to Florida in 2000 and would send over the US Pokemon games, and I would play them almost a year before they came out in the UK. Oh, that's sick. I didn't get the games until after Heart Gold and Silver, so I never got to play the games before them. Damn. It is good that they exist on Virtual Console. Obviously, you can't buy them anymore, but whenever they were available, it was good that they were available. And then if you had a DS Lite, then you could buy the GBA games. And I'm sure back then the resale was not insane like it is today. But yeah, they really need to make them more available because it's really hard to get a hold of them. Alright, Caterpie. Oh, I could switch into Mankey again. I once had a copy of Fire Red that he got for $15 and he lost the game at a movie theater. I had, like, I've lost a bunch of games that, like, growing up as well. I did have, so whenever, growing up, Ruby was my first, like, game that I owned of the Pokemon franchise. Like I mentioned maybe earlier while people weren't here, I did play a silver on a 2-in-1 fake cartridge. That was my first like save file. My first game was my first actual playthrough starter that belonged to me was Ruby with Torchic. But I did end up getting, when Fire Red Leaf Green came out, I got Leaf Green, my brother got Fire Red. We like to sort of pick the opposite versions. And usually we just happen to like the opposite versions from each other, so it worked out pretty well. I want to keep Mankey in. Oh shit. Get a critical. Go on. That was a critical! What do you mean? That's the damage you were doing before. Okay, I'm switching back to Pikachu. Trying not to use my items in the fights. Obviously, if I have to, eventually I will do them, but I'm trying not to. I want to make this as challenging as possible. Okay, sending out Metapod. Okay, we'll just keep Pikachu out because otherwise this is going to be a pain in the ass. But yes, I got Leaf Green, my brother got Fire Red, and my mum used to work at a Chippy. And I used to go there to hang out with the owner's daughter. She was pretty cool. Her name was Chelsea. She was a lovely friend of mine at the time, and we used to hang out in the back room and like play PS2. We had a PS2 in the back room, which would probably be like a break room for anybody else, but just me and her used it. So it was a way that we could like be looked after, like we were taken essentially to work. We didn't have to be, like there was usually someone else home that could like look after us, but we would do it so that we had a chance to like hang out with each other. This was all like under the age of 10, so like we were like proper children, but we were playing PS2 and iToy. Oh, iToy, so fucking good. So, like Sega Superstars and stuff like that. But I distinctly remember like I must have taken like my Pokemon Leaf Green copy to that place one time, and maybe I left it behind or something, because I am convinced that there is where I left it, and at some stage the place was broken into and then torched from the inside. So those guys had to then like essentially close their business. It was eventually reopened to do a 4-star pizza. But obviously anything that was in there that was of value was stolen or burnt. So if my Leaf Green was in there, it is fucking gone. That made me miserable. I don't know if that is what happened to it. That's my theory, because if it was lost at home, I don't know where the hell it could have went. Then again, I did lose Sonic Advance at home as well, and I don't know where it went, and I never found it. I don't know how I lost it either. I was like looking at a dresser, and then it was there, and then next thing it was gone. Then again, that has happened before. I dropped my brother's Yu-Gi-Oh card, a Dark Paladin, down the side of a bunk bed, and then when it dropped, you know, the only thing down there is, you know, the lower bunk, and then below that is just the floor with whatever's under the bed. So we pulled everything out of under the bed to see if we could find the card. I did it because I was being a dick, and he was being an asshole to me, so I did that in retaliation, and I dropped it down there. Obviously I got punched because we're brothers, and then we pulled all the stuff out to try and find it, and we never found that card. I don't know how things just fucking vanish in front of you. They fall into the back rooms before that existed, but that card never rematerialized. Whenever we moved house and took everything out, that card vanished. I don't know how the fuck that happened. I still to this day do not understand how that happened, and I'm convinced it's still in that house. Right, sorry, I've gone on tangents there. Let me retread what I haven't read. Constant sounds nice. My brother owns Soul Silver Heart Gold, along with some other games but won't give them to me or sell them to me. To be fair, this was also like maybe like 10 plus years ago at this stage that I asked him for that copy. He was already like in a relationship with a girlfriend and stuff like that, or I don't know. Was it 10 plus years ago? I don't even know. It's at the stage now where like he's old enough that like he knows he'll never play it. He does. I think at one point he did say he regretted giving it to me, but I was like, do you want it back? And he was like, no, it's okay. Like, me and my cousin don't have like the best relationship. I don't really see him all that much. Like, we get along. When we were growing up, whenever he and my brother hung out, he was an asshole to me because he just took after my brother. But whenever we were on our own, he was pretty chill. But like, yeah, it was just a thing of like, he knew I liked Pokemon. In fact, I also got this from him because I had this growing up, but this got thrown away whenever my parents split up. So this also belongs to one of my cousins. Actually, it's his younger brother, which is also my cousin, but different cousin. And it's the exact same model and plush as my original one from childhood. So like, I'm very lucky to have the things I have because of those people. Even though like we don't have like an amazing bond, we have we're still on like decent terms, and we're not like buddy, but like, you know, I went to his wedding and stuff like that. They're like, we're still family, and you know, at the end of the day, like I probably wouldn't hang out with the guy because I don't know him that well, but like, I don't know, I'm trying to say it in a way where it's like, we aren't friends, but like, we're not friends. So he didn't do it like out of like any sort of weird generosity or whatever. It was just like, yeah, like, I don't need it and I know that you'll like this, so yeah, you can have it. I assume. I don't know. I've never fucking asked him. I'm lucky. And yes, like, despite me saying like we don't have like, we're not like friends, like, we still get along well whenever we hang out. We just don't talk to each other like on a daily basis or anything. Wow, these encounters. Yeah. I got very lucky. He had 2 Metapods? Yeah, he did. Which is dumb because he doesn't own a DS or 3DS and probably never plays games. It can be sentimental. I actually gave away my Pokemon Ruby to a friend of mine whenever I was growing up. And that was my first Pokemon game, as I've explained. And eventually me and him fell out. And so I was like, I want that game back. So I went to his house because we lived around the corner. Again, we were kids. I was probably like 12 at this stage and he was like 10. So I went to his house and was like, I want my Pokemon game back. Mostly because I didn't realize what an idiot I was to give that shit away, because I was like, that was my first fucking game. Just because I had Emerald didn't mean I needed to give Ruby away, so I got it back. We did eventually become friends again, and I was like, hey, sorry for taking Ruby back. And then I was like, I would give it back, but now I'm realizing that like this is my first Pokemon game and I don't want to give it away. So he was cool with it. So the way I took it back was probably a bit mean, but I don't regret it, because I should never have given that away in the first place. I have all my DS games. I do not have any DS games anymore. I lost them all. I bought back a couple, but I still have a lot of them. Damn. Things disappearing like that is crazy. Yeah, it makes no fucking sense. It's not the first time shit like that happened. I actually had a Pokewalker as well that went missing for a long time. So I had one for Heart Gold and I had one for Soul Silver because it was the first one I owned. I eventually damaged it when playing indoor football with friends, and I don't play football. It was something to do while we were teenagers. My friend was someone who used to help out at a church, and so we would get access to that church when nobody else was there, so we'd go in and play football. I was in the nets, I dove, and when I dove, I landed on the Pokewalker, so I damaged it and broke it, and it literally doesn't turn on. I still have that Pokewalker, it's literally on the table in front of me. I got a second one years later when I bought Heart Gold, and that one I eventually lost. I don't know where I lost it, I don't know how I lost it. And then about 8 years later, this was about 2 years ago, so about 10 years ago. But about 8 years later from me losing that second Pokewalker, I found it in a tub of Thomas the Tank Engine trains. And this came from my old house. Like, I know what these trains are. These are my childhood trains. Why the fuck was the Pokewalker in the train box? That makes no fucking sense. So now I have my second Pokewalker, and it still works, and it's in on the table in front of me, because I'm wearing my Ash costume. I was at a Halloween party yesterday, so I wore those as like my belt Pokemon. But yeah, weird shit. Like, it just vanished for like 8 years, and then turns up in the most unlikely place. I don't think that's gonna happen with Dark Paladin, but like, I don't understand how this shit happened. Sonic Rush, but I need to get Rush Adventure because I still love Rush Adventure. I definitely need to replay those games someday. I own this weird Pokemon Ruby holographic coin. Any idea what that's about? Not a clue, no. Post that in the Discord. I want to see it, if you don't mind. I know, yeah, you are in the Discord, aren't you? I think. I'm pretty sure Darkflare's in the Discord. You popped in recently to say hi. I know you're in the Discord. I mean, yeah, post it if you'd like. Maybe Toy Story had something going to it. Maybe. Mario Luigi, BIS, and beat a boss. I just could not as a kid. Oh, that shit is awesome whenever you, like, overcome something as a child. What was it I did recently? Like, me and Matthew were playing a game, and I was like, this shit used to be so difficult for me as a kid, and then I beat it so fucking easily. I can't remember what it was. I think it was something in Mario Galaxy, because we were playing Mario Galaxy recently. But I don't remember what it might be. What's that saying again? The most important things this will come back to us. Well, my dog died 10 years ago. I'm joking. Also, that was more like 12 years ago. Pidgeotto! What a terrible time for that to come in. My dog died. I don't mind. What chat should I post in? Just in the general chat, if you don't mind. I'd like to see it. Because that is super cool. Alright, we found the Pidgeotto. I was slightly delaying to look for this. What is the best way to do this? Let's try Nidoran. Don't just keep sand attacking me. Now, we might use up our only Pokeball. I only have 2 balls? Fuck, I didn't actually go back and get more balls. I didn't plan this, alright. Okay, let's try Horn Attack. I don't know which one is better. Neither, because they both miss. Oh, I am being sand attacked, to be fair. If I don't catch this Pidgeotto here, I will come back for it. I know I can catch Pidgeotto later. I'm catching this one because it's fucking cool. Man, I cannot stop taking hits. Okay. Let's try a Thunder Shock from Pikachu. Because it is... Oh, I can Thunder Wave it too. That'll be huge for the capture. Nice. Okay, let's try a Thunder Shock. Because it's a Pidgeotto, so it should have a higher special. Okay, nice. And then we can switch into some other Pokemon to lower that more. In fact, I'm going to. Let's send out... Mankey. Is Sybil okay? Sybil's fine. She's sleeping. Oh, shit. Gust is a normal attack in this game as well, which is really fucking weird. Okay. Let's go with a Tackle. Just get it into the red. That's perfect. Okay. 2 balls. Ready? Here we go. First fucking ball! Hell yeah! That is awesome. We caught the level 9 Pidgeotto. 1% encounter on the first Pokeball. That is sick. I didn't have enough money to go back for more because I was too busy throwing balls at fucking Nidoran. But turns out we don't need it. Let's save our game because I don't want anything to happen. It's only been 1 hour so far. Why is Matthew messaging me at this time of night? Different Matthew. 5 AM! What are you doing, man? Man, I got new subscribers. Nate, thank you so much for subscribing, my guy. Thank you. I appreciate that. I didn't realize I had YouTube subscription notifications on my phone, but there you go. Alright, I think I need to heal before I move on. Or maybe I just take them out with Pikachu and then I boost up the other guys later. Well, we have just saved, so if we need to reload, we can. We love Sybil in this channel. We love Sybil on this planet in general. I will say, like, a very funny situation. Like, I was talking to my friend yesterday about how, like, Sybil's 12, and I do expect her to only last, like, you know, another, like, 2 or 3 years or so, because she's a Jack Russell. But, like, someone was talking about how, like, the oldest dog died recently, or, like, died at, like, 30, and I'm like, really? I don't know if I could stomach Sybil going to 30. Like, that's too long. She needs to go sooner than that. Obviously, I don't want her to go, but, like, oh, she's such a pain in the ass sometimes. Imagine going for another, like, 18 years. I would be 46. I got her when I was 16. Damn. Pikachu getting slapped up out here. Oh, thank God he only had 1. Alright. We're approaching our first gym. We've taken out every trainer in this forest.
Hello! Have you noticed the bushes on the roadside? They can be cut down by a special Pokemon move.
Many Pokemon live only in forests and caves. You need to look everywhere to get different kinds. Alright. Let's see, how are we doing on the Pokedex? We've got a good amount so far. I should have put in a feature that tells me how many I've caught. Oh well. Let's see. So we're on Route 2. There is nothing new for us here, so let's keep on moving. Let's see, which front and back. Oh, let's see. Oh, sick! That's so cool. You should Google that and see, like, what that is or if it has any value. Like, I imagine Because I thought, like, I've seen, like, little coins that look similar to that. But the fact that it has the Ruby version logo on the back makes me think maybe it's like a pre-order bonus or something. I don't know. That's super cool. Oh, wow. It is very gray. Which, I mean, makes sense. It's Pewter City. Jigglypuff! Ah. Now I can't heal Pikachu. Everyone like my amazing acting? God, I'm great. Welcome back, Pikachu. Okay, let's see how we're doing here. So Pikachu's level 9, Nidoran level 8, Mankey level 5. Mankey probably should have been doing more fighting because we are really going to struggle with Brock. Onix is pure rock, so Pikachu can take it. It's going to be hard to take on Geodude because it's rock ground, so Thundershock won't work. Well, let's check out the different buildings and see what we got here, because I don't know what's in all buildings. I don't know where all the items are, so I'm going to actually explore. The moves must be taught by the trainer. Okay. Easy to catch when they are hurt or asleep, but it's not a sure thing. Maybe what I'll do, just to save us some time, is I'm going to pull up the Pokédexes for Mankey and... Mankey. And... Okay, let's go to yellow, level up. Okay, Mankey learns low kick at level 9, okay. And then Nidoran, that's the other one. Learns... double kick at level 12, okay. Because we're gonna need help for this next gym. Or this first gym, rather. So, let's get Mankey to level 9. And then we should be able to take on the gym. My brother googled it, and that's what he said. It was a pre-order bonus, but sometimes Google is unreliable. It can be. I would say that's probably a decent shout. If oh, what if we find the Pidgeotto again? That'd be a good way to get some level up. Like, it looks like it would be a pre-order bonus. It's a pretty sick one at that, I'll have to say. Right, let's do a little bit of grinding, because I don't think there's any more trainers between here and Brock. Because we beat every single youngster in this forest. So unfortunately we had to do a little bit of grinding, because if I tried to take on Brock now, we would not do it. And all we have is normal type moves and electric. And as much as I want to spam Leer on Geodude, I'm not gonna do that. So we just need to gain 4 levels. If I could find anything but level 3 Caterpie, it would certainly speed this up. Okay. How much XP do you take, Banky? 24 to level 6. It's going to be the one downside about this game is like how long it's going to take to grind some of these battles. Can I stop finding level 3 Caterpie? Because we can't refight trainers in this version, other than the Elite Four. So it might get very tedious after a while. I also have some Pokemon Delta species cards. I don't know what's about either. I have an Electric Feraligatr card and a Psychic Typhlosion card. I have no idea. I don't know anything about Pokemon cards, honestly. I do have Pokemon cards, but I know nothing about like anything in different sets, especially old sets. If this is another level 3 Caterpie, oh, thank God. Though I recently watched the web animation, the Path to the Peak animation, and it was pretty good. It's probably designed for this, but it did kind of make me want to play the card game. I roughly know how to play it. I don't really like it, but it kind of made me want to get, like, good at it, but there's no fucking point. The only person to play against is my brother, and even still, like, playing the Pokemon card game, or even most card games in general, like, I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh!, but playing the Pokemon card game is such a money sink game, because it is, like, you have to buy the new sets consistently, because the new sets are the only ones that are tournament legal, and that's just, nah. No. Ugh, you're gonna make me switch to Pikachu. Want pictures of those two? Sure. Fire away. Let's see them. Okay, so that gets us 30 XP. So what does Mankey need to hit the next level? Ha! Nice. Very nice. I don't know how to play the card game at all, and it sounds like a headache. It is. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you ask me. I vaguely know how to play it, and then I go a long time without playing it, and then I forget. Something like Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a bit easier to pick up and play for me, except for the fact that all the fucking new cards are insanely powerful. Excuse me, but that's just card games in a nutshell. Oh god, level 18. That is nothing. Pikachu level 10? Or level 18. 18 XP. So if I can find Metapod and then switch train, that'll be slightly better. But otherwise, I just want to stick out with Mankey. Because that would have been, what, 36 XP? Level 3 Caterpie. But his HP is getting low and I really don't want to have to waste a potion and I can't be fucked going back to the Pokemon Center. Ooh, critical. 22. Oh my god. I should have done some more battles with Mankey. But it's all those fucking hardened Metapods. Where's all the Pidgeys? I'm running away. I can't be fucked. Where are all the Pidgeys, at least? I wonder if the Nidoran line is good for XP, because they are out in the grass in Route 2. So it might be worth going out there. Okay, I take 2 damage. So, when I get down to 1 HP, it'll be time for a potion. I go through my stuff and find them. That's okay. Don't sweat it. Don't stress yourself to find them if you can't. Metapod. I can't believe I'm excited to see you. You're level 4. I'm less excited to see you specifically. You're not going to be the amount of HP that I'm hoping for. Maybe with this guy, like, I just keep going. Maybe I'll get a lucky crit. Oh, there it is! Yes! Because that's a lot more XP. Like, that other guy would have been 60. The level 6 one. I just realized that I'm essentially, like, EV training out here. Without realizing it. What EVs does Caterpie give? Does this fucking even tell me? Caterpie, Caterpie, Caterpie. Caterpie is number 10. Because it probably doesn't tell me, because back in those days they didn't do, like, EVs, really? I mean, they do, but, like, it's all calculated differently. Can't find it. Oh, fuck. I was just about to, like, I thought it and I didn't say it. I was like, I'll just crit them right back, and I did. Okay, I need to heal. Try to leave and Pidgeotto fucking jump scares me. It would have been a perfect opportunity game, that's all I'm gonna say. How do EVs work? I never understood this stuff for Pokemon. So, I don't know how it works in Generation 1, because it might be slightly different. I think the concept is still the same, but obviously, the way, like, things like IVs and stuff got changed over time, so it might be different in this game. But the way it works currently is, every Pokemon has an effort value, like, associated to it, where, like, when it's knocked out in battle, or captured, I think, in the later generations, because it, like, counts towards XP. But when it's knocked out in battle, it will grant, like, a point in an effort value stat, and for every 4 points you gain, your effort value goes up. Your stat level goes up. So, like, if I have 12 in my attack stat, and I gain 4 attack EVs, then I think I have 13 in my attack stat, and so you can do that until 252 of each stat to gain, like, a whole bunch of extra points in each stat. But you can only do a maximum of, like, 512 throughout the entire Pokemon itself. So, let's try fighting Rattata. So you have to, like, sort of distribute your EV spread in an effective way. So when you're playing, like, a normal playthrough, you'll just come across so many different types of Pokemon that your EVs will be all over the fucking show, and it might not be good long term. So people EV train specifically to be like, okay, I want my Pikachu to outspeed everything. It's already a fast Pokemon, so let's dump EVs into it. Each stat can only get a maximum of 255 EVs pumped into it, and since it's only done in increments of 4, 255 is pointless, so you go 252. And so, pumping it full of speed EVs, you go online, find out which Pokemon will give you speed EVs by knocking them out, knock out as many as you need to get all those EVs, and there's different ways to increase the EV gain, but whenever you knock out enough to gain all those stats, you will have a very fast Pikachu. And then, it's probably going to outspeed lots of things, because if it's already a speed-focused Pokemon and you've sped it up even more, then what can stop it? And then other people, you usually have enough to, like, fill 2 stats maximum, so you'll go, okay, well, I want my Pikachu to be a special attacker, so I'm going to give it things like Thunderbolt, I'm going to give it other moves that are special, I don't fucking know, but you'll also give it special attack EVs by finding which Pokemon do that, and then pumping those into it, and then that way its special attack is even better than what it was previously. So it just makes it so that you can superpower your Pokemon, essentially. Rather than just being all-rounders with their normal stat spreads, you can heighten one of their stats to an immense level. And that's just how competitive Pokemon be. Now, obviously, there's, like, different strategies to how you spread those EVs out. Some people have figured out what they deem to be, like, the be-all, end-all. This is the pinnacle of the spread, but I don't know. I try to, like, I do see how that works, like, usually just pump it all in speed, pump it all in the attack stat of your choice, go nuts. There's obviously other benefits to, like, pumping up defense depending on your playstyle and what Pokemon you're using, because Pokemon have their own unique stat spreads, so, like, you could pump up all the special attack in a Pokemon that has good physical attack but weak special attack, so all that special attack is worthless to be pumped into. So, there's a lot more aspects that go into it than that, but that's essentially the easy way of explaining it is knocking out Pokemon boosts this imaginary gauge, and when that gauge is full, you have extra stat points in your stats. That's essentially it. It is confusing, Darkflare. Honestly, you don't really need to know how it works, as long as you're told, okay, your Pokemon needs these amount of EVs in their stat, and here's how to get them, then just do that and you'll be fine. You can use level 6, nice. You can use stat increasing items like protein and iron and stuff to boost your stats just as well. In the older games, you could only use a maximum of 10 for 100 stat points. But in later games, I'm pretty sure in Scarlet and Violet, you can literally dump 25 into a Pokemon to get 250 stats in an EV, and then just give it 2 feathers, and that'll put it straight onto level 252, and then that's you done. So, it's a lot easier to do it in later games. And even if you don't use it for competitive, it can sometimes just be nice to have like really overleveled Pokemon, overpowered stat-wise Pokemon for the general, maybe not the general playthrough, but like the after game. Because then like, if you go out and like you're in a high Pokemon area, like level 60s, 70s, and your level 100s are somehow still not killing them, just pump some, you know, EVs into them and just watch them mow things down. Obviously, you have to take into account like your special physical split and what moves your Pokemon have that make sure they match that corresponding type. That's also where Pokemon Natures come in as well, but we are going far beyond explaining EVs at this point. I know them all to a very basic understanding because at one point I did try to get into competitive Pokemon, but when I realized that like with most games competitive means using specific sets of Pokemon or sets of teams or whatever, you can't just throw in a Pikachu and make out as a victor. Like essentially there's tier lists and I can't be fucked with tier lists in video gaming. I just like using my favorites. And if I can't do that in a competitive scene, well then it gets really annoying. Which is why like, even something like Smash Bros, where it's like, yeah, there's a competitive tier list in Smash Bros. Thankfully Smash Ultimate is decently, like balanced enough where a tier list almost doesn't matter in that game. Almost any character can be viable. But I can't stand it in most games. Where it's just like, yep, if you don't use like this weapon and this set of perks, then you're actively hurting yourself and people like talk down to you for using anything else, and it's like, shut the fuck up. People really try to gatekeep how you play the game to be like, if you're not playing the tier list game, then you're playing it wrong. And Pokemon can kind of be like that. I remember, because I started it in Generation 6, and that was heavy Mega Evolution, heavy Mega Kangaskhan energy, so people were very much like, yeah, if you're not doing it this way, then why are you even trying? Why are you bothering? There we go. We got level 9 on our Mankey. We learned Low Kick. That is a fighting type move, so we can take on Brock pretty easily. So let's see. Oh, I can't move the attack around. Alright. Let's get a move on. I always do that with any type of game. I just use what I like. Exactly. And that's the way it fucking should be. That's why, like, I'm a Sonic main in like, Smash and stuff. Like, even though Sonic is good in Ultimate, and he was good in 4, like, in Brawl, he was not very good. And I use him because I like Sonic. It's not because he's a good character. Thankfully, that does help. But I would still be using him even if he was the bottom tier. Alright. We are now ready. It's been an hour and a half. It feels like I've been at this for ages already, but an hour and a half of stream time, recording time so far. We are ready to begin. I just remembered that there's fucking people in Rock's gym. Although they are reusing rock types as well, so my Mankey wouldn't have been able to do anything. But let us go and do the first gym. Actually, let me quickly just look around for anything else I haven't done or talked to. Talk to this bloke over here. I think this guy just says, did not walk on the flowers. No, then. Oh, right, okay. Maybe it's one of the later games he says, don't walk on the flowers. Tutorial guy would take us over to Brock, but I'm not talking to him. I'm just having a wee look around before we move on to the gym. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Wait, isn't that a way in? No, it's the way in when you use cut. Do I have to pay to go in here? I do. No, I don't think there's anything in here besides the old Amber, and that's in the other entrance anyway. Alright, I think we are good to go. Are you gamers ready? I realize that Brock's name has rock in it. Do you give us anything in this version? tough for your Pikachu at this gym. Electric attacks are harmless to Brock's ground type Pokemon. Oh, cool. You said you'd tell me how to win. This is like fucking... Okay, I'm gonna bring Smash back into the equation. This is like Smash players that tell you, don't get hit. It's like, yeah, that's not very constructive. Tell me how to actually combat the thing that's gonna give me trouble. I had someone recently tell me, stop pushing buttons, like so many buttons, and I'm like, okay. So what should I be doing? They didn't tell me anything. To be fair, I didn't say, like, what should I be doing, but, like, if your criticism is push less buttons, that's not telling me what the solution is. So you're not actually critiquing me, you're just chastising me for my playstyle, so I don't know. It is interesting. Interesting. Anyway, let's take on our first gym. Oh, Diglett. I wasn't expecting Diglett. Okay, well, let's hit it with a low kick. Now that a Leer. Now that we have low kick, though, we have our first non-normal stab type move. Stab is same type attack bonus, so essentially when you use a move of the same type as the Pokemon, it has a little boost in power. I think it goes from 1 times to 1.5 times. That fucking annihilated that Diglett. And a Sandshrew? I was expecting rock types. I know, like, he said ground, but this is a rock type gym, not a ground type gym. Maybe they've changed it explicitly to make it more difficult against Pikachu, because I'm pretty sure this guy just has a Geodude in, that's a problem, in red and blue. And even Nidoran being part poison would be weak against these guys. I don't think they're using any ground type attacks, it's just to resist the electric type moves that we have. So thankfully we'll be fine. He's saying touch grass maybe. So I'm going to go back to the Pokemon Center right after this, and then we will take on Brock. I think there's only one challenger in here. Level 10, nice. That's a very yellow person. Yellow outfit. Yellow shoes. I will say, like, because obviously, like, this isn't an emulator, this is, like, running on an official Game Boy cartridge. But, like, the way this Game Boy operator has everything set up, like, it looks emulator quality. And the, like, vividry of the colors is just insane to me. That can be applied to anything, really. I hate when people tell me not to do something a certain way, but then tell me how I should do it. Like, why? Yeah. I mean, at the same time, it's like, if they did tell me what way to play or do a thing, it's like, I don't necessarily think I'm going to listen to you. Because I know what works for me and I know how I like to do a thing. Some people just really want to, like, bring you down for doing things your way. And I don't fucking like that. Again, it comes back to, like, competitive Pokemon as well, or competitive anything. Like, again, I'm playing Smash Bros. It is a competitive game. But whatever. It is what it is. You can take it on the chin and be like, okay, I will try and incorporate what you've told me to do, which is nothing. Or you can, you know, double down on your strategy and show them why it can work. And that's what I will be doing, and what I intend to do. Anyway, I believe in rock-hard defense and determination. That's why my Pokemon are all the rock type. Do you still want to challenge me? Fine then, show me your best. I don't know, that's not really a Brock voice, but here we go, our first gym battle. Geodude versus Mankey. This is what we traded for. Let's hit him with a low kick. Let's miss him with a low kick. I might be a Ruby Sapphire boy, but the original, like, gym battle theme is pretty sick from Generation 1. And I really like the trainer music in general in Pokémon Stadium. Like, oftentimes when I think of Gen 1 music, I think of the Pokémon Stadium music, so I can't wait to get into that game. Here comes Onix. Right. Onix is pure rock, as far as I remember. I will try and hit him with a low kick. But if Mankey goes down, I will switch to Pikachu and see if we can knock him out with an electric attack. Oh, come on. Oh, we're being binded. Okay, so we might not be able to get out of this. Can I switch? I don't think it'll let me. Okay, it will. Okay, weird. Is Pikachu going to be binded now? Let's see if we can take him out. Oh, it's using Bide. Oh, this is perfect. Okay, use Thunderwave. Oh, it is part ground. Okay. The Thundershock will do nothing. Alright, good testing, good testing. Nidoran. I thought it was exclusively Rock type. I'm usually not bad at, like, remembering my Pokemon types, so I can't believe I forgot that. We'll do this until who? Mankey is ready to go. Oh, Mankey's on 3 HP. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Okay, let's just hit him with a couple more Leers. Maybe if I knock out this Onix, I'll get Nidoran to level 12. Oh, I'm being binded again. If I had stuck in with Mankey, he would have absolutely been KO'd by the bind. Although, it's looking pretty bad for Nidoran as well. I think we just take it, and then try and get in with the low kick from Mankey. Hopefully, we can get in first. Using bind, but he misses. Oh, thank God. That should be a KO. Oh, no way. Using bide. Okay, he threw. He threw the game for a bide. And just like that, we have defeated our first gym. I took you for granted. As proof of your victory, here's the Boulder Badge. Hell yeah. That's an official Pokemon League badge. Its bearers Pokemon become more powerful. The Technique Flash can now be used anytime. We got $1,188. Wait, take this with you. TM34. What is that? Rock throw? The team is only good once, so when you use it to teach a new technique, pick the Pokemon carefully. Contains bite. Ah, boo. Alright, well that's going in the PC storage. Just click in to say hi, gotta be up in 4s. Damn. Well, hello. Goodbye. Enjoy your sleep. Alright, first gym is down. This would be a pretty good place to end the first episode of the stream, although, like, I do intend on playing Pokemon Stadium soon. We need to get our Pokemon to level 16, essentially, to play the next day in Pokemon Stadium. So, I don't know what the best course of action here is. It would be a good place to stop. I am also getting pretty hungry, so it'd be nice to stop and have a snack. But I gotta be honest, I'm actually really enjoying playing, so I kinda want to keep going. Congrats on the first batch. Thank you. I really thought Pikachu could do something. He did fucking nothing, but that's what Mankey was for. Alrighty. Let's see. So let me first of all put away the TM we got, because I'm not going to be using Bite on anything. Now let's see. Get you out of here, because we have limited storage space, which is really annoying, so don't need that. Let's see. Let's check our PC box as well. Oh yeah, I can't... It's nice to see this in English. I was going through my Japanese cartridges, because whenever I bought blue and yellow from Japan, they had save files on them, so I was going to go... I went through every Pokemon that was in the boxes, and I had to go between the different boxes in Japanese, and that was a pain in the ass. I'm thinking of depositing some of the other Pokemon we have with us, so that maybe one of the other ones we catch might be more interesting to use in the later route. So let's get rid of Nidoran female. Let's get rid of Rattata. And let's get rid of Spearow. Okay. If we're going to sleep, haha, good night. Alright, Paul, good night. Good to see you. And have a good sleep. Thank you for stopping in. Need to brush my teeth. Okie dokie, Darkflower. Right. I'm actually kind of liking this small team we have going on here with Nidoran and Mankey. I do intend on replacing Mankey, so it will be a bit bittersweet whenever they have to go, but for the meantime, they'll be a good team member. Alright, let's save our progress. I think I will play a bit more just because I want to. So let us keep her going. We are moving on to Route 3. So we have one new Pokemon to catch there. Okay. Let's go. And it's one of my favorites too. So we might keep it on the team for a little while too, but I don't want to have like too similar in typage. Let's see. Let's maybe send out Nidoran, see if we can get it. It's double kick or whatever move it is. I did look at you, yes. Might not have been by choice, mind you, but I seem to have to fight you. You've got a Pidgey. Okay. Actually, let me pull up Cerebi here and see what the difference between Horn Attack and Tackle is. That's Nidoqueen. Nidoran meal. Let's see. Horn Attack is a normal type attack. It is 65 damage with 100% accuracy. Tackle is 35 with 95% accuracy. So that's why I kept losing, because Tackle has a 5% chance to miss? Really? Okay, well Horn Attack is just better Tackle. Okay, it's normal type. So I should never use Tackle, really. I like to order my attacks based on their strength as well, by the way, so that's why I'm moving that around. I just realized I somehow managed to say milk in every stream so far, one way or another. It wasn't even on purpose, I just genuinely drank milk. I completely didn't even realize that. Congratulations, I almost called you Milk. Congratulations, Milsk? Brilk? Congratulations, Brisk, on your newfound thing. This is this is not your thing, is being the milk person, I guess. Oh fuck, come on. I don't want to lose this. I want the XP. Fine, let's go into Mankey. I always like to risk it and hope they don't use an attack, but they probably will. Okay, so low kick versus scratch. I'm just going to double check what the damage is on that. Again, I like to have them organized. So scratch is 40. Low kick is 50. And also we have stab. So yep, leave that up there. I'm going to go back to Nidoran because I think I was on... Oh, Nidoran's on this page. Double kick. Okay. My milk is delicious. I hope you're talking about the milk you're drinking and nothing else, Brisk. Nidoran grew to level 11, yes. And Mankey stayed the same. I mean, you fucking ambushed me. Right, Nidoran, maybe you hold back for now. Okay. Oh good, we're back in the forest. Thundershock isn't enough to take it out in 2 hits. What am I gonna do with you, Brisk? We can't take you anywhere, you're so full of milk. Weedle. This is our first time seeing Weedle. And this one we can take out in 2 hits. I wish when Pikachu was fat as fuck. I don't. Like, the plush is cute, but like... I kind of like the slimmed down Pikachu. Like, the art and stuff is like super nostalgic. Like, that is some amazing art down there. But like, fat Pikachu, like, especially in like some of the early Pokemon card art as well and stuff, like, just looks a bit weird. Ooh, quick attack. Ooh, nice. It's nice to have a new attack for Pikachu, so that is good. So let's get rid of Growl. I'd rather lower defense than lower attack. Nice, okay. And that might be useful for getting in a quick attack whenever we are in a desperate situation, a desperate little bind. It also meant that Pikachu would have been able to actually do some damage against Geodude and Onix, except, you know, still resisting it because it's rock type. But it would have been useful whenever we started spamming out those Leers with Nidoran. Okay, let's go one more, and then I'll head back to the Pokemon Center. the short guy, guys! We missed him. I just spammed through that text. You might have like a Spearow. Okay, a Rattata. Does Thundershock have a chance of paralyzing, or is it just Thunderbolt? I don't like being tail whipped. Oh, damn, Rattata! These Pokemon keep on making me think that, like, Pikachu is much weaker than it is. Like, I'm starting to think I've got one with really bad defense IVs. Gen 1 equivalent of IVs. Ekans. I think poison resists fighting. Don't get poisoned. So let's just go with Scratch. Okay. We're being wrapped, so we're not going to be able to move for a while. Don't do me like this. Don't make me have to bring out the potions against Wrap. Nidoran's so low on HP, though. Okay, I gotta pull out a Scratch. Nice. Critical? That was a critical? I don't understand. Your critical hits on Scratch look pathetic. Okay, whatever. Oh. I don't believe this! No way! I swear Pikachu's tail is evidence of the government meddling with time. What? A tail having black? No! No! I understand Mandela effects and all. No! You remember his tail having black? What's wrong with you people? His tail is brown. Or the bit on his tail is brown. Look! I've never thought that. At best it's like the stripes in the back. I might have maybe thought as brown, black at one point, but no, like even them I'm like, no, the only black is on his eyes and his ears. You're all fools! If you're watching this as a VOD in the future, leave a comment. Do you remember Pikachu having a black part of his tail? Because if you do, you're wrong, and tell me how wrong you are in the comments. It had black in the end. At the end? What the fuck? No! I mean, that could be, like, a bootleg plush, to be fair, Dark Flare, but no! 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 He has black ears, that's it. I'm all for Mandela effects, there's plenty that I've fallen for. No, Pikachu's never had black on his tail. What do you mean? There's maybe like really early artwork, maybe? Or like a really bad Pokemon card art? I don't know, but no. No. This is one I can't get behind. Ah, I punched the mic. Sorry. 2 against 1. Oh, okay. Sorry, let me just bring in my other person here. Oh wait, there is no other people. I do have Pikachu himself. Pikachu, do you have black on your tail? Oh.
Pika!
Oh, you don't? Oh, that's fucking weird. Let me see, actually, this is a tiger plushie. The year on this is 2000. Pokemon talking plush. It doesn't even say his name on it. Also, he has a voice box that is stuck in his ass. But I'm pretty sure the batteries are well dead. It's one of those ones where, like, I think you used to squeeze its stomach and then it would make the voice. Yeah, I could probably replace the batteries on this. What does it take? 2 AA's? Really? Is that it? I might have to turn him back on one day. Can't argue against the plushie. See? Look at Discord. Look at this bullshit. That's so bad. I mean, it's... You removed the brown from his tail as well. What are you doing? If that's... Wait, so is that genuinely what... To be fair, it could be Photoshop. Is that genuinely what you think it used to look like. Because that's too much black. If you thought there was black on its tail, fair enough, maybe it's like a little bit. I don't know what to say about your meme in the meme channel. Yeah, that's too much black on its tail, even if that was what it looks like. That what I remember it looked like. Well, you remember it very wrong. Oh boy. I'm amazed that, like, in the FNAF movie there was no mention, like, or like reference to the purple aspect of it, but you know, this is not a FNAF related discussion that we are having. This is Pokemon.
And I'll be making sure that there ain't no Five Nights at Pikachu's in my stream. Gosh dang it. Or whatever's.
I can't believe it's almost 6 AM. Which means that we're about to survive the night! Ding dong, ding dong! Shut up. I think we needed a good, like, palate cleansing silence after that bullshit. Alright. Level 12 Pikachu, very nice. Metapod coming out, which means I want to stick with special attackers. So I'll stick with Pikachu for now. And then I'll give the other two some limelight on the next fight. Pikachu's at Freddy's. Freddy's just a fucking shiny hunter, he's just trying to get shiny Pichu. Freddy Five Nights, he's behind you, he's gonna get you close the door. Oh no! No, Five Nights at Fred, I don't wanna. Five Nights at Fred Flintstone, don't do it to me. Yabba dabba doo! You've got me at the 6 AM loopy. At the 6 AM loopy hour. Even though it's 15 minutes until 6 AM. Does any of y'all motherfuckers have anything other than a Rattata, a Caterpie, and then a Kakuna Metapod? Like, I was expecting some Pidgeys. You bastards took away all the flying types. Oh, come on. I don't know why I went for Tackle when it's lower accuracy. Why is Tackle lower accuracy? Like, it has less damage, so why is it worse? Kakuna Matata. Kakuna Ratata is always the one that I saw, like a Kakuna holding a Rattata up. It's a wonderful phrase. It means no poison for the rest of your days. It means eat berries and mayonnaise. Oh no. Why am I still streaming? Why am I still allowed to stream is a better question. Why are you people still watching the stream is an even better question. When you did those 420 streams, was FNAF 2 out? I think it was, but not FNAF 3. I mean, it was 2014 or 2015, I don't remember. Oh, there's a Spearow after I trade away from Pikachu. Level 14, damn, okay. This might be bad if he actually has a flying type attack. Well, we're just undoing each other's work, aren't we? I don't remember. Like, 2 was definitely out. I'm pretty sure 3 was out. 4 might have been out. Damn it, I really banked on him doing something that wasn't a flying type move again. Okay, well, let's switch into Pikachu. Where's this conversation gone? Also, to answer all those questions, drugs. Lots and lots of drugs. If only that could be the way this would... If only... Oh... If only that was a way to explain what this is. Because that would at least make things like... Oh, okay, it's because he's drugged out of his mind. It's like, no, turns out he's just a fucking sober idiot. I am the sober idiot. I've never done a drug in my life. Like, obviously, like, stuff the doctor gives me, but, like, never anything that is like a no, don't do that, because I'm not into that. I've never understood the appeal of that shit. This also really isn't the place for that kind of conversation, but yeah, I don't understand it. That's as much as I'll go into. I'm finally remembering to buy more Pokeballs. I should probably save some money to buy not Pokeballs, but I am going to be catching everything, so I'm going to need some balls. But so far I haven't used a single potion. That's been the goal. But has a drug done me? I have to go. I don't know.
Thank you, your Pokemon are now fighting fit.
Okay. Let's see how we're doing. Level 12, level 11, level 11. Okay. Let's mosey on over back towards Mount Moon. I think we're gonna wrap it up as soon as we like reach the cave entrance. I think that's a nice sort of stopping point. Ending it at the gym would have also been fine, but I do want it to keep playing, and this means that we've cleared out all these trainers that usually I dread fighting after the first gym. It's like there's so many people here. Nidoran. You're so close to getting your double kick or whatever. I need some balls, the new Gen 1 things. Caterpie, Caterpie. Okay, let's hit him with a Leer. They might outspeed us now. They do outspeed us now, which means you don't need to use more String Shot. Nice, big attack. Yes, there we go. Well, that also a thing that comes up when it's just me and Chad. Balls. Is it? Is it? Okay, let me just see where double kick should sit here. It is 30, so it is below tackle. But at least it's a different type, so it's just something a bit different. B to the A to the L to the other L to the S. Balls. Wow, I'm glad. Not only has our conversation gone like in a bit of a weird direction, but now we're just getting to a direction where now we're just saying shit. We're just saying the first thing that comes to our mind. And is that really the quality that we is that the quality that you expect from me? Because it's the quality that you're sort of projecting onto me, and I don't think that that's what the WeeAddy brand is about. Like, we all need to come together.
Haha, yes!
That's not the right button. Does that play? Hang on, do you hear that? You do hear that. I try to keep it clean for Addy's sake. Okay. I mean, you don't have to. Like, at the end of the day, I'm a filthy little bastard as well, but you know, whenever I'm just sitting here and then I turn to my stream chat and then I just see the word balls, I don't know what to say. So I'm like, I don't want to ignore you, but I also have a game to play and don't know how to respond, so I just keep playing the game. Oh, you give me a critical when I don't need it. Brilliant. Alright, well, we're basically into the clear now, so this is where we can find our new Pokemon, which is a Sandshrew. Not quite. The Sandshrew is new to us, so we'll be trying to capture that here. Nope. And Sandshrew is one of my favorites. I really like Sandshrew. I think it's just a cool design. And it's a wee cutie as well. Sandslash is also cool, but I don't know, I kind of like the pre-evolution a bit more. Apparently this is the Mankey only fucking area. There we go. We could use Sandshrew in our team for a little bit too. Though with us approaching Cerulean City, I think we will be getting our first one of the original starters soon. Ooh, Sandshrews got kind of a beefy defense. And a shit attack, because that was a critical hit and did nothing. Back-to-back criticals? Okay. Sandshrew is a round boy. He is a round boy. Alright, let's toss a ball. Nice. First ball. This will at least help me like distribute my levels a little bit as well, because these boys are getting close to level 16, which is where I need to stop before playing Pokémon Stadium. And we do have all of Mount Moon to go through. There is a Pokemon Center at Mount Moon. I don't know if there's any more trainers before then. I think there's one to my right. Yes. Which I can walk around. I don't think there's anything new in this patch of grass. And there is a Magikarp we can get from this gentleman that we're about to speak to. Although we need 500 Pokédollars and I spent all my money on gambling. I mean, Pokeballs. We'll not be using the Magikarp, but we might as well buy the Magikarp. And it's a gift Pokemon, so it has a chance to be shiny. So in Generation 1 and 2, the shininess is determined by the IVs, or rather back then the DVs. In Generation 1, obviously things are not shinyable, but Pokemon can have a DV spread that can become shiny in Generation 2. So you can get shinies in this game, but it's only gift Pokemon, interactable Pokemon, for some reason Pokemon in fishing encounters. So this Magikarp that we could attain could be shiny. Could be. Probably not. Same with this Pikachu. It could be shiny. Is it you? Yes. I need more money. That's what I was worried about. Okay, what's my HP looking like? Not amazing. Oh yeah, I need to add Sandshrew to my Pokédex. Nope. Yep. Alright, let's go. There's 2 more trainers I can fight. So hopefully this gives us the money we need. Unfortunately, we can't get an amulet coin in this game, which is a shame. Let's see, what does Sandshrew have in terms of attacks? Cool. I'll maybe wait before I use you. Let's see. Let's keep with Nidoran for now. Oh, you're not a trainer. I looked up Shrew to see if the name was original as Shiba. It is, and found out shrews can shrink and regrow their own brains. What? Why? What is the purpose? Sandshrew is such a corny name. That's literally all of Generation, probably 1 through, like, whatever. Because, like, it was one guy that did the localization of the names. And, like, a lot of those names are, like... Did You Know Gaming has some good videos on it where, like, they try get the guy to translate a bunch of, like, names they've sort of created. Or, like, alpha Pokemon that, like, never made it to a final version. So they were like, okay, can you give this guy a name? They actually hired the guy that did the translating for that video. And, like, he explains, like, yeah, back then, like, you translate the name and sometimes it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So a lot of times you do something where you just, like, combine 2 things and that makes a good Pokemon name. And that is... like, pretty standard. Like, I don't know what Nidoran is supposed to be, but, you know, a lot of the Pokemon have those, like, slap together names, so Sandshrew. Like, Charmander is, like, Char for, you know, charcoal or whatever, and Salamander. Squirtle is Squirrel Turtle. Bulbasaur, I don't know what the saur part is, but Bulb. It's like that for the entire dex, basically. It's pretty normal. I don't think that has given me enough money. $3.95. I need to fight one more trainer. So I might pop my head into Mount Moon fight one person and then get out. Let's switch those two around and put Mankey up front. I'd name a Sandshrew Shrew. Yeah, I like those names. Like, I like the things where, like, just combine two things and it makes a new name. I think that's, like, kind of good and classic Pokemon naming. Okay, we're only going in here to get one trainer battle, and then we're leaving. Water Gun! Ooh! None of my Pokemon can learn it. Eventually, Nidoking can learn Surf, so I might teach it to him because it'll give him some good coverage. Although, he's a physical attacker. Excuse me, I'm dying. We're starting off with a Weedle. My nose won't stop itching. And I won't stop scratching. Oh, I'm getting poisoned. Well, prepare for flashing lights whenever we're leaving the cave, because every 5 steps we will take a single HP point of damage while we're poisoned in the overworld. I'm glad they got rid of that. Like, part of me is also annoyed because it's like, it's another like small added bit of difficulty. I suppose when you have Fly, it's not really added difficulty, and you also have items that you can cure with. But like, it was cool to have like that panic of like, I need to get to a Pokemon Center now! Whenever you got poisoned, and now you just don't have that fear in you. And really, people need more fear in them, in their lives. You haven't named a single Pokemon. I'm not naming them. So, I said it whenever people probably weren't here, but this is a playthrough that this is essentially being like my childhood playthrough that I would have like loved to have done as a kid. I'm going to be going through and not naming Pokemon. I'm going to just catch them all and then, you know, eventually trade them up into the later generations. Because I don't nickname my Pokemon typically. I nickname my shinies, but I don't nickname my general captures. And that's what I would have done back in the day as well. So that's what this is meant to represent, or it meant to mimic, is what I would have done as a child if I had played this game properly and connected up to like Pokemon Stadium and stuff and done everything I would have done as a kid. I'm doing all of that now. Zubat. Oh, that's right, we got new captures in here. Oh, that's right, I'm still poisoned. Well, let's ignore that for now, so I can switch these guys around. Yeah, I've never really been a Pokemon nicknamer. I did think about it for this playthrough, but I thought no, because I'd have to nickname every single Pokemon, and I'm not doing that. But I do nickname my shinies as best I can, and then after a while I got too many shinies and I had to stop naming them. Especially in like games like Pokemon Go and Legends Arceus, where you just get so many duplicates of shinies, it's like, I can't name all of them, they're not special anymore. Right. But there we go. We have a good... Oh wait! We haven't finished for today yet. We need to get our Magikarp. Hello there, I've got a perfect deal for you. Would you like a Magikarp? Here you go. Alright. No thank you. And like, we won't be using this Magikarp, but we have it now. So that's one I can add to the dex, number 129. Whee! 129. Magikarp. Alrighty. I named every single Pokemon. I've only played Y and that's it. I'm Mr. Dungeon on 3DS. Damn. I'm not creative enough to give them all names. Right, but we're not going to keep Magikarp with us, so let's just toss him in a box right away, just so we can free up some extra slots. Because having just Splash is not going to be any use to us at all. And I'm not swap trading in that fucker. But that is where we're going to stop for tonight, because it has been a nice, lovely 2-hour stream, and we have an entire new dungeon to take on, and I am not willing to do that right now. So next time we will take on Mount Moon, and we will take on Misty's Gym, and most likely we'll be taking on our first challenge in Pokémon Stadium. Let's look at our team. We have Pikachu, level 13, with the attacks Thundershock, Quick Attack, Tail Whip, and Thunder Wave. Nidoran Meal, with the Horn Attack, Tackle, Double Kick, and Leer. And Sandshrew, with Scratch. But I'll be getting him some more levels. I do fear that, like, going into Pokemon Stadium with this team will probably result in a loss because I only have such a limited selection of moves at this point of the game, and what it really probably wants you to do is to go in with teams that you've like specially built for Stadium, so not your playthrough team, because at this point in the game you'll have like no good moves, but we're going to give it a whirl anyway and see what we can do. And if I have to come back to those cups at a later time with a different team, then I will do. But I'm trying to do all these with my Pikachu as it's leveling up, so hopefully I'll be able to do it. But that is where we're going to wrap up this playthrough for tonight. And yeah, we will pick this up again soon. I might stream tomorrow. I am not working tomorrow, so it is a bit thankful. I can get away with like not sleeping. But I will be back to work on Tuesday, so if I can stream tomorrow, I will, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, this is where we call it. How are you feeling, Pikachu? He's liking us. So, thank you so much for watching, my friends. I will see you again next time for another stream. Maybe Pokemon, maybe finish off Sonic, I don't know, but we'll call it there. I hope you've all enjoyed this so far. There's a lot more of this to come. And yeah, I'm excited to see how this project goes. Already one badge down. There's so much more to do. Pokemon Stadium is going to take up a lot of time. But thanks for watching, everyone. Good night, stay safe, and take care. I'm probably going to go to sleep. Yes, enjoy your sleep. I should beat the odds and somehow go to sleep and wake up just in time to catch the stream. Wait, what? Guess some luck. I maintain my nearly perfect attendance record. I can't wait for the milking stream, by the way. Yeah, that's not happening. But thank you, everyone. I just named them all Brisk. That won't be confusing. It keeps people guessing whenever you switch out. Sonic Monday. Maybe. I do need to finish it. I haven't touched it since we beat Superstars, so we'll see. I do need to do the additional story. But that is for another time at another place. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. Enjoy your evenings, and I'll see you again soon. Goodbye. Goodbye. I hit the microphone again. I'm so sorry.